Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Oh my gosh, okay, we're gonna talk about this new moon coming up. The 29th of this month, which is March 2025. It's off the charts. One in a, okay, not a million years, but it's not this aspect of this eclipse, new moon in Aries. Huge startup energy, huge get out there and get things done. That it's not coming back till like 2033, I think, something like that. So it's like, yeah, it's time to capitalize on that. But before we start talking about any of those energies, I really want to pull some cards. I got a bunch of decks here, so I'm just gonna get started. Let's start it with the Grace card deck, because they always give us good direction. They love us. I have missed y'all so much. I have been going through a move. Let me give these cards a quick shuffle. I have gone through the master move, fast pivot. I don't know if any of y'all are going through the same stuff or have gone through similar, physical experience, but it kicked my ass. Okay. I was just gonna be really like, yeah, all right. So that's where it's at for me right now. There's no fluff, there's no muss. Yeah, it just beat me up pretty good, but it was amazing and it was astounding and it was like a masterful upgrade. So let's see what the Grace cards have for us. I'm just going to pull out of a fan spread, see what's going on. Okay, and I have had a pretty good cup of coffee, so I'll try not to talk too much. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for being here, y'all. Y'all are so blessed in my world. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you for tuning in as well. Okay. Lovely. Oh my God, you guys, this is so insane. Okay. Knowing what I know about the aspects and what's happening, surprise. And I don't know about the lighting. I've been working with the lighting a little bit this morning, but I really felt like I wanted to come on real quick with a quick message, just see what the cards give us, because there's stuff coming up. I am going to try and get out a couple more videos before the new moon, so it'll be more comprehensive. But right now, let's just fly by the seat of our pants, okay? Keep an open mind. The influence of grace is often found in unexpected places. And yeah, I mean, when you're looking at this and you're gazing at this and you're going after this, a lot of times this thing is going to be knocking on the other side. So keep your periphery open and try not to fear change and surprise and pivot. My pivot, oh God, you guys, I can't even look. I did post the last video I posted, a little panoramic view. That's my backyard. Okay, seriously, my backyard. Okay, yeah. All right, so be on the lookout for surprises. Try and think of it as a positive notion, because right now we can direct the flow of all of this energy, okay? It's insane. So the bottom line is it's going to be really important for us to manage our minds and keep the negativity to a minimum. I mean, it's always like that. That's the name of the game in life. But particularly right now, this week is chock full of aspects that are just dynamic, and they're going to support this new moon. But whatever. Okay, I'm going to keep, let's see. Let's go. Oh, y'all. I do have Rider-Waite, but what I got in the last couple of weeks, I love. The minute I picked up this deck, I could feel it. It felt me. When I get a new deck, I told you I had some coffee. When I get a new deck, I usually just allow the cards to tell me who I am, to see if I'm already connected, and this one did exactly that. This is the Light Seers Tarot, and let's just pull. Let's see. It's a huge deck, so I split it in half. And I'm going to shuffle each half one time for us. And all of these, I went through these cards last night and did a meditation and made sure they were clear. And let's just get them shuffled on camera so that you can be in this experience with me. So, look, I know a lot is going on in the world. And I know that it's so easy to want to be involved in it. And I understand that, or even retract from it. But the name of the game right now is to not look, there's a big scale out there in the universe. There's a big scale in our situation, in our societal situation, in our 3D situation. And what we express and what we allow ourselves to feel, you add to one side or the other of the scale. Right now, the scale is tipping like heavily in fear mode, okay? I don't know, not disappointment, but yeah, probably that too. But, just disbelief, shock, awe, fear, And while it's perfectly natural to feel those things, it's certainly, considering what's happening in the United States and around the world, it's just particularly important that we really manage our own systems and try and add to the other side of the scale, the joy side of the scale. You've got two sides. You've got the demise, fear side of the scale, and you've got the joy and live well side of the scale. Right now, that side is like missing in action, So we really do the collective, do your big world a favor, and try and hold on to your center. Tap into your joy, whatever that is for you, and feel that. And try not to let all of what's happening in the world like overtake, overtake your days and your nights, because what you're adding to is an already out of balance scale. Okay, so we really need to try and balance the scale, and it's up to us. A lot of people out there, they just they don't know, they're not trying to do anything. Okay, I think we got our cards. I got 3 cards out of this deck, which is perfect because actually we got, okay, I lied. I didn't mean to lie. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Tower, and 7 of Wands. All right, y'all. And just like Oracle cards, there's a lot of these cards that I actually don't know about. So I'm just going to look them up real quick. It's not a big deal. And we also got the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, that was the last card out. What it's looking like to me is that what's being presented right here is, I should know the 7 of Wands, but the Tower is kind of like in the tarot, a lot of times people are afraid of the Tower because it's big change. It's big. It's like, basically, lightning strikes, the tower falls down, people jump, it's like out of fear and stuff like that. And it's like, sometimes, like, especially with Pluto energy and Uranus energies, it's unexpected and it's like crazy and it can overwhelm us. And so, yeah, there's like an inherent fear built into a Tower situation, but so much of the time the Tower is coming into clear, stayed energies, stuck energies that we haven't been able to manage to clear ourselves. So think of it as like that, And again, I'm surprised that we didn't get expect the best card out of the grace cards, because that would really help you. If you are going through a whirlwind situation, or if you're feeling like the outer societal situation is your whirlwind, well, just settle down, because the energies that are presenting themselves are within the 9 of Pentacles realm. And the 9 of Pentacles, like, this is earth energy, this is reality, this is grounding. And the 9 of Pentacles is just like in your feels. So you're being asked to, through this Tower energy, like I was just talking about with the surprise energy. I mean, you can be afraid of surprises, you can be afraid of the Tower, or you can change that vibration within you, which will absolutely affect the outcome of any eventual that's going to spring up for you. So the 9 of Pentacles energy is all around us right now, and that is just like abundance and feeling like the accomplishment of this long journey that you've been on. And a lot of times when we have those moments of like, wow, I made it, immediately we flip out of that energy into, okay, now what do I have to do, and what's wrong now, and that kind of thing. And yes, things are going to keep popping up in life, but when you have this type of energy surrounding you, and we do, collective, okay, we do. This is right here. It's right here for you to tap into and to understand how blessed you are. And if you can tap into your 9 of Pentacles energy, which is just feeling, really recognizing your accomplishment, allowing yourself to feel that, giving yourself the credit for having gotten through whatever it is you've gotten through, having come as far as you have. If only we could make our fears fleeting and our appreciation of our own accomplishments the bigger focus, because usually we focus more on our fears and what's going wrong next and what do I have to deal with next, rather than the wow factor in our life, well, the satiation factor in our lives. So you got Nine of Pentacles energy all around you, but you're also being called to take that energy, harness it, and use that Queen of Swords energy, which is, she's no nonsense. I mean, she's not a bad character, but she's pretty much had enough. All right, she's like, okay, look, I see the nonsense of the past. There's been some reflection time, and I think that's what this Seven of Wands is. There's been some reflection time, or you're having it right now. Okay, so this is going to give you the determination to absolutely, pull down the gates, put up the boundaries, and absolutely knowing that you've got so much going on that's so great, but to capitalize on that energy, you do have to go through that reflection, and don't let that reflection pull you down. Let that reflection build you up. Reflect on the fact that you've been through some shit, and there's abundance abounding if you can just move the grievance and the victimhood mentality off of your system from everything that you've been through. Understand that it's brought you to a place of power. The Queen of Swords is highly powerful, and Swords is like the mental suit. It's like win your mental game. It's air, and it's just like, it's like being on purpose. Not letting life just bat you around, but actually taking what you've been through, learning to capitalize on the sense of accomplishment that you could feel, and pulling it all together to get serious about stuff through this contemplation. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles, and actually I want to look that up. So we're going to look up the Six of Pentacles. And I'm just reading intuitively because it's what I do. I was going to be a judge, y'all, and when I got all up into it, I realized that some of the laws that I would have to be upholding, even though judges do get a lot of discernment power with the Constitution, I felt like a lot of the little rules that I just didn't agree with, and that it would take a monumental effort to try and change that stuff, or I'd have to work within that box, and I just wasn't willing. I was young, I didn't, whatever. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Two-way abundance, giving and receiving. So keep that balance. Keep your love light flowing, okay? Being charitable, a positive and generous mindset, advancement, awakening, inflow, and help coming from others. Accept it. When somebody leans in to actually give you loving support or guidance, it's your job to accept it. There's like a bridge between two people. And while you don't want people coming all the way over to your side to assist you, you do want to meet them halfway. You got to let part of that bridge be available for them to meet you in the middle. Okay? Now, it says, I show gratitude for my life through generosity and compassion. And those two things in my world have just changed my life. Like, completely turned it, absolutely marsupialized it, absolutely turned it inside out. When I was feeling like I was being put upon, I got grinded. I grinded even harder on my compassionate side, on my giving side, on my sense of service. And every single time it paid off. Okay, so tap into that. Being open to give to others and receive from others are states that we all must cultivate. This card asks you to experience these consciously. Start to be on purpose. Use that Queen of Swords energy to absolutely be on purpose and think about stuff. Life isn't random. It doesn't have to be random, and you can manage all of your systems just by actually applying your mind. Okay, because your mind can overtake all of the programming in your brain that wants to tell you to be in fear mode and dwell on the past afflictions and whatever. And it is important, like I said, to contemplate those things. And that's what I definitely think that is it the Seven of Wands? Yeah, I think that's what the Seven of Wands is all about, is really giving your life a good go over, but not only like allowing those things that weren't so great in your world to process so that you can go ahead and let them go. Oh, and there's heavy energy right now assisting us in allowing things to absolutely get out, go, be done finally, after probably a lifetime maybe of carrying stuff around. So utilize that energy and kind of force yourself to do it. You know, get some time alone, do that. But also in that reflection time, not so much focusing on what made you feel like bad, which made you put you in victimhood, but what you actually, I mean, don't you have those moments where, God, I can't believe I'm still alive. I cannot believe I got through that year. You know, that kind of stuff. Well, that's important to feel that more than the other stuff. Okay, because how we allow ourselves to feel is what drives our further and future manifestations. Okay, how does helping others make you feel? And that's something you need to get honest about. Do you feel like, okay, I helped you, now where's mine? Because that's not actually, you know, that's not actually giving of yourself. Okay, that's just from me to you. Okay, it feels good, right? Usually it feels good. Usually you have some sense of satisfaction if you're not completely wound up and bound by the ego. You're not standing around waiting for yours to come back. You give and it feels good. I mean, for me, it's like amazing. I mean, I spent years in the beginning stages of the recovery of this huge stroke that I had. That was my big thing. Is like, how am I supposed to help anybody else when I can't do a dang thing for myself? When that was my whole thing. So once I got a little bit better and I had started manifesting and I had, things and effort and time and love to share, oh my God, it changed me. It started to heal me to be able to do that. So really, try and tap into that sense of service, because I'm telling you, like I said earlier in the video, it will change everything for you. Okay? Gifting your time, money, or energy to someone else will open up the floodgates of new resources coming your way. And that's what I'm saying. It did it. I mean, I'm not just reading it out of this book. They are confirming what I've been living, and I'm just trying to share with you. It really does work. Be generous with everything you have learned with yourself. That's what I'm saying about that reflection time. Be generous with yourself. Give yourself the credit for making it so far, making it through so much. Okay? Consider these sacred dualities: learning and teaching, receiving and giving, accepting and offering. Open your heart to this sacred balance of energy and fill any gaps you have around scarcity and abundance. You cannot worry and be in fear mode about what you don't have or what's coming next if you are truly dialed in to giving of your love, of your heart, of your time, of your experience, of anything. And you can give it to yourself. You can give it to somebody else. You can give it to your pets. You can give it to your plants. Okay? Donating your energetic resources to help others will be life-changing for those in need and you, because we need to. When we're giving, that's a thing that will be filling some of our own need. Choose a cause that moves your soul and watch your feelings of prosperity shift. And it's totally true. And again, I show gratitude for my life through generosity and compassion. Okay, so let's move on from that one, y'all. Oh, let's look at elementals. I want to look, and I'm going to cut this reading very, very short because I am in a new situation, a new living situation, and I feel like there's a lot of traffic sometimes through here. It's wonderful, but it's a pretty large structure, and the acoustics carry. So everything gets really loud. So at some point here in a few minutes, I don't think that I'm going to be able to continue the reading. So I'm going to go ahead and hurry through this. But what I want to do is I want to get a Power of the Elements Oracle deck. This card is going to give us like a lead, a guide to what we can tap into elementally to help us accomplish this, to help us accomplish focusing on what we've accomplished, what we've done, what we've gotten through, and how that makes us feel, and holding on to the feeling of that little piece of satisfaction. Because if you can do that and dial into that, that'll first of all keep you out of the arena, the fear and loathing arena, and because you can't do both at the same time. And while you're in that feeling good about things and good about yourself, that's really valuable now time that you're manifesting. Okay, that's when you're manifesting and creating, because you can't create from the future, you can't create from the past, but right now is where we create everything. So, you know, feeling good in as much of now as possible is better than not. Okay, so, all right, let's see if something comes out for us. Yeah, I'm like Walking Dead right now. It's awesome. I mean, I've been here a week, but I swear I'm like, you know, like I said, I am still recovering from this situation and this long protracted situation of health, and all the physical activity that I had to do on a dime just it basically blew my tires out. But I'm rallying, I'm getting there, you know. And I think like it's just going to be like one of those massive workouts that you end up having to sleep 2 days from. That was a massive workout that I'm having to sleep a week from. So, but I'm blessed to be able to do that, be able to pace myself. And that's what we do. That's what we do. Work with what we have, do as much as we can, carry what you can, and everything's good. Okay, so we did get one card. It is a 33 card. I love that. It's a fire card, so it's saying, you know, the Queen of Swords energy, you know, even though that's a sword card, it feels like it's like she's not out there like rolling around like on her horse, you know, like a knight going at it, but it's like this calm, steady activation, application of personal power. Okay, so it says, I know, I'm sorry. The ring light, I'm not even going to get started with my lighting. It's so stupid. It's stupid that I don't know how to do this by now. Anyway, make changes, which is what I need to do. Make changes. It's on you to make changes. Don't let the world shift you around. You start moving your own world around. Make changes. Do all you can to be all you are. And that in itself will be fantastic for you. So that's fire energy. You got another fire energy at the bottom of the deck. 34. So you got 33 and 34. That's astounding. Let go. Adapt and flow with ease. Okay, so this is a little bit of a conflicting energy for me. But the thing is, let me see how to bridge that gap. Settle yourself down. Okay, again, we're not talking about run after the situation and go light fires. We're talking about use your inner fire, your inner personal power to stay steady enough in your life to make purposeful applications of your own will. Okay? All right, so that, yay. Okay, I'm going to get you an oracle card and then we're going to get out of here. This is the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. And I mean, even if you don't read cards, this deck is amazing. It's like just the artwork. It's something you want to blow up and put in a frame. Alana Fairchild is the curator of this deck, and Sky something. Her name is Sky, is the artist, and it's just amazing. So let's see if one pops out. If not, I'll just pull it from the top of the deck. Again, thank y'all for being here. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, okay? If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. That would be so cool. I really want to grow this channel. Let's see. All right. Let's cut the deck. At the bottom of the deck. What we were just talking about. Okay, it's 25, it's number 7. If that occurs to you in any way, this is definitely for you. Release the dark wound. That's what we were talking about when we were reflecting. Okay, go ahead and process what has happened and what might have made you feel like a victim. Release that and let love live. Okay? Let love in. Let your accomplishment fill you with a good sense of self, a good sense of esteem for your own self, for what you've been able to do in your world. All right? And here it is. 2 of the same freaking things, y'all. Okay, this is 26, which is 8, which is a personal journey number. Relax the hold of darkness. It's time. You're getting all kinds of energy right now with this new moon and all the aspects that are surrounding this new moon to do exactly that, okay? and be at cause, which means be on purpose, Queen of Swords. Be thoughtful about your world. Start making decisions for yourself. Start deciding what you really want to see, and what you really want to see, if you can focus on that, that's what's going to come up for you. So try hard not to be distracted by the big show out there. I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard. Because I know better. And I get, yeah. I'm like doing this at my computer, like, oh no, really? Wow, okay. And then I have to stop myself, so you got to stop yourself, because nobody's going to do that for you. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Get on purpose with your own life. You're being totally and wholly supported by the energies that are happening right now to do exactly this. Okay, so that's amazing. So if 7 or 8 are either of your numbers, so boom, boom. All right, y'all. I'm going to just tell you really quickly, because I feel like the house is about to get invaded. Okay, so it's the last solar eclipse. It's a super moon, new moon in Aries. So here's the Aries energy. It's like the Aries vibe is like needs stimulation, wants stuff to do. It's kind of go get them, let me get stuff done. Accepts challenge, like doesn't look at challenge like, oh man. It's like, okay, come on. You know, very much associated with Mars, the warrior, all right? But also can be very reactionary. So watch your reactions, watch your P's and Q's, because also we have a retrograde Mercury, and you know the deal with retrograde Mercury. People can misunderstand other people very easily, so be very on purpose, and if you have to, be on the quiet side. And also Aries energy is, hey, will process and will easily release. So that's beautiful. That's the supporting energy I was talking about being able to release these old wounds. Okay. Also associated with this whole system on the, what was it, the 29th, the number 9. Okay, so look up number 9. There's wisdom, experience. It's a sense of culminating things that have happened, are kind of like coming to a head and being ready to be processed, and clearing for advancement, which is like, you know, forgiving it. Forgive stuff, let stuff go, be over it, just be over it. You've carried it long enough, you've dragged it around long enough, and trust me, this is literally a whole new era. Okay, this is like walk through the door or don't walk through the door, but those are the only two directions you got. Okay, so well, you can use this moon energy, this heavy moon energy. It's a big, you know, like you got the moon coming up. It's a new moon, but you got a solar eclipse. So what you've got is that fire, all of that. It's being tempered. Okay, so you're getting an assist there, so you're not just, you know, it's not going to be like fly off the handle energy, that kind of thing, where you got to really watch yourself, because you are getting some assist from moon energy. And again, let's see. Okay, so the overlying themes with this new moon in Aries on the 29th, solar eclipse, blah blah blah, all that stuff. It's pioneering spirit, starting new stuff. If you've been like working on tinkering with stuff, now's the time to really get your head clear about how to execute your plans, pitching new ideas. And that is not, you know, that's actually doing it, actually presenting. Okay, launching endeavors and projects and taking bold action. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm so happy you were with me today. Thank you for being with me. I'm going to work on the setup. I'm going to work on the lighting. But it won't be another month before I come on. I promise you that, because I missed you too much. All right. So take care of yourselves. Yeah. And I hope I see you soon.